valedictorian address.
To our respected Executive Director, Dr. Army Kunananyaku, our Senior Director for Basic Education, Ms. Mona Grace Garcia, our Senior Director for Academic Services, Dr. Irish Juarez, our Ayala Coordinator, Ms. Giselle our Senior High School Director, Dr. Ana Lorraine Tamayo, our distinguished guest speaker, Mr. Enrico Uy, and to all of our dear parents, faculty, staff, and of course, my beloved batchmates to whom I have shared this unforgettable journey. A victorious morning to us all. When I was a child, I never knew what to answer when people asked, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" Well, my classmates already had their dreams figured out. I just sat there, feeling lost. And for the longest time, I didn't know why. Then I realized what I've been missing all along was a sense of purpose. Growing up, I was a consistent honor student, but never the first. I'd often get medals and awards, and everyone would say, "Ang galing mo naman." But I never really asked myself why I was doing it all. I just went with the flow. The accomplishments and accolades I received all felt empty. Nevertheless, I did it, even if it never made sense to me why I kept striving to excel in everything I do. Then, just when I thought I was set for life, things started to spiral out of control. On the first day of 7th grade, after the joy and excitement of first day high, I came home with a message that shattered me. Wala na ang lola. My grandmother, my comfort person, passed away. From that day, everything went downhill for me. The pandemic hit, and along with it came the storm inside me. Around 2021, I was clinically diagnosed with depression and anxiety. There were many times I wanted to just give up. I even thought about quitting school entirely. Everything to me was bleak, and I just didn't have the drive to carry on. Now, you might be wondering, how did I do it? How did I keep going and still excel despite all of my unseen battles and silent cries? Honestly, it wasn't me. It has always been God who sustained and kept me going. It was not my grind, it was by God's grace. That's right, it was not my grind. It was all by God's grace. Matthew chapter 11 verse 28 says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." That verse carried me through. Every time I felt like giving up, this verse reminded me who to run to. I learned to surrender my brokenness and worries to Jesus, and there I found rest. Today, I stand before you not just as a batch valedictorian, but also a survivor. Because that's the truth. I was never a perfect student. I was not always the best. I'm just a normal person who struggles and breaks down just like all of us here. I procrastinate. I dread public speaking. Yes, I am shaking as I am delivering this message of hope and triumph for you today. Sometimes, I even doubt my own capabilities. But through it all, it was never just me. It has always been God who carried me. When I entered senior high, my only goal was to survive. I was still in the process of healing and getting back up. I was scared of the new environment, scared I wouldn't fit in. But little did I know, that was the start of something new. Gradually, I found my place. I found my people. By the end of grade 11, I started to feel a spark in me again. And then surprisingly, I ranked top 3 in STEM. I honestly didn't expect it, but it reminded me that maybe I was capable of more than I thought. It gave me the push I needed to keep going. So in grade 12, I decided to aim higher, not just for the grades, but for my family, my dreams, and for the people who believed in me. But just as I was slowly regaining my momentum and confidence in life, another tragedy struck. At the beginning of the school year, my other grandmother passed away. Grief hit me again, and it was heavy. But all glory to God, I learned to cope and push through this time. In fact, this year became my best one yet, even if it wasn't perfect. I still had moments of fear and doubts, but the difference this time is I am surrounded by people who stood by my side and believed me. So my real victory wasn't just this title. It was healing. It was showing up when I didn't feel like it. It was choosing growth over giving up. And if there's one thing I want you to take from this is that you don't have to be perfect to be chosen. You just need to have faith, keep going, and never give up. Today, I want to thank and acknowledge my God-given angels throughout my senior high school journey. To my family, my mom and Lolo who are here, thank you for everything you've done just to get me here. I know it wasn't easy. I saw the sacrifices, even the ones you tried to hide. You gave me so much so I could have a good education, so I could have a chance. That's why I'm dedicating this triumph to you, and I hope this moment makes you proud. To my classmates, my stabilizer peeps, thank you for the 2 unforgettable years together. After all the cramming and inside jokes, the highs, the lows, and everything in between, I'm proud of what we've achieved, and even more proud to have done it with all of you. To all the friends I've made along the way, and most of all, my lucky 7. Camille, Clarice, Kirsten, Caleb, Luis, and Vivid. Thank you for letting me be fully myself and for always being there. You guys kept me sane and made senior high bearable for me. To all the teachers who taught me, not just lessons from the syllabi, but lessons I'll carry forever. Thank you so much for being our mentors and second parents. I know I was in the faculty room almost every day, yet you never seem to get tired of me, and I'm grateful for that. Also, special thanks to Ma'am Giselle de la Peña. Words could not fully express how thankful I am to you. To Sir Paul Estreta, thank you for supporting and guiding me the most since grade 11. To Sir Mark Villanueva, my former advisor, thank you for believing in me when I kept doubting myself. To Sir Khashoggi Astapan, my nonchalant yet supportive advisor, thank you for constantly guiding me and stability. I'm grateful to have had you as my advisor this school year. And of course, to Ma'am Shekinah Arellano, my favorite teacher, my inspiration, and the reason I emotionally survived this school year. Thank you for guiding me back to my faith when I needed it most. To our dear alma mater, thank you for being my second home for the past 2 years. You've seen how much I grew, and now, even though I'm leaving your halls, a part of me will always remain here. And above all, to the one who made this all possible, to God, my peace, my anchor, and my strength, the one who saw every tear and heard every silent prayer. To you be all the glory. As surreal as this moment is for me, it's not just mine. It's ours. Because this journey was never just about me. It's about all of us who've had the guts to push through, no matter how insurmountable the odds were stacked against us to be able to come this far. So with great pride and joy, we snappy salute to the graduating batch of 2025. We finally did it. The sleepless nights, the countless essays, the overwhelming exams, the dreaded research defense, and the relentless pressure that tested us were all worth it. We didn't just survive high school, we overcame it. With honors or not, every single one of us carries our own version of this journey, and today we celebrate them all. I hope this moment reminds us that it wasn't just about reaching the finish line, but about who we became along the way. Now, on to the next. Change can be scary, but it is a part of growth. Like a caterpillar undergoing metamorphosis, we too must transform to reach our true potential. As we stand here today, dressed in green and gold, it's inevitable to feel a little bittersweet. I mean, after spending 2 years in the same halls, we're now leaving behind the experiences, places, and people who once have shaped us become the better version of ourselves. We are closing a chapter we could never return to, but we are also stepping into a future we have been preparing for, whether we feel ready for it or not. As we spread our wings and widen our horizon, may we always bring with us the happy memories we forged together. May we always remember the morals, and virtues instilled in us here at our dear alma mater. May the words fortitude, excellence, and uprightness not just be words spoken, but become a living testament of who we are as Tamarals. Most importantly, may we all be a ray of light, a catalyst of positive change, and a breath of fresh air wherever we are planted. May we all use our God-given gifts and talents for the betterment of our community and our country. With a heart full of gratitude, this is Gabi Sofia Yao, your valedictorian for the academic year 2024-2025, a reliable friend, a thoughtful daughter, a responsible student, even if I was still a part-time procrastinator. I still tremble when I speak before a crowd, and there are still times when I doubt myself. With God's grace, I have found my purpose, and that is to spread the message of hope and triumph. There is always going to be a rainbow after the rain, a light at the end of the tunnel, joy after a struggle if we keep going and keep trusting in Him. Now, if you'd ask me what I want to be in the future, well, I want to be a psychologist and pay it forward. At this point, may I request my fellow graduates to please rise. Glance at your seatmates and friends and offer a joyful applause and affirmation of a job well done. Now, may I request you, my dear batchmates, to turn around and offer the same to our real MVPs, our beloved parents who paved the way for us to be a step closer towards our dreams. Thank you, you may now please proceed. All from the bottom of my heart, thank you and may God bless us all.
Congratulations and